Find the values of x, y, and z. So the goal of this this problem right here is to find the value of x, find the value of y, and lastly, find the value of z. If you do know your shapes a little bit, you can tell right away we have a parallelogram. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's just use our properties of transversal or transversals and parallel lines, then using the rules we know kind of on the top of our head. So first, like what we were doing for the other problems, let's extend these parallel lines. This gives us something that we're more used to. All right. So let's focus on x first, since that's our first thing. First thing first, with x, we have this parallel line. Okay? And then we have a transversal that's cutting through it, the middle. So if that's x, x has to be the same as that 56 degrees. So first thing is x is equal to 56 degrees. And what's the reason behind it? Well, x is equal to 56 degrees. Let me just highlight this so we can get a visual. Alternate interior angles. Well, so if this is 56 degrees, if that's 24, that means this has to be 24 degrees. It's the next piece of information that's kind of important. Well, if we were to remove this transversal line, then that means we're using this transversal and these parallel lines. That means we have right here this section. We're going to be calling that consecutive interior because it's on the same side as the transversal and it's within parallel lines. So we're going to use all these angles right here. And again, the reason being it's consecutive interior angles. Alright, so what we have here first, supplementary to each other. I see you, buddy. Let me finish this first, okay? So we have 180 is equal to 24 degrees plus 56 degrees plus 4z. Goal is to get the constants together. Stop. I see you. So what we have here, 24 plus 56 would give us 80 degrees plus 4z. So from here, we want to get the constants together. So we are first going to subtract 80 to both sides. Get down. So we get 100 equals 4z. Well, how many quarters are in a how many quarters are within a $4? So we divide by 4. We divide by 4. Z is equal to 25. So we found z. We found x. So last, we need to find the value of y. Let's just make sure we know that's there. Okay. So I'm going to find y right here. So we have space on this sheet of paper. Move this up. So y, how are we going to find y? Well, we can do the same exact thing. We can do the consecutive interior this way, or we could do it this way. It doesn't really matter. Just to kind of make it a little bit more fun, let's do this right here. We're going to use that. The same way right here, it's consecutive interior angles. Okay? So that means y plus 24 plus 56 equals 180. Y plus 24 plus 56 equals 180. 24 plus 56, get 80 again. Y is equal to, plus 80 equals 180. Subtract 180, or by 80, if I could think right. Y is equal to 100. All right. How could you check your work? You could just kind of go backwards, see if everything kind of matches. And based off everything, we did find X, Y, and Z. I mean, the real way to check your work is you could just do opposite and opposite for parallelisms. There you go. There's the answers.